Good morning, Wednesday morning from Lisbon, Portugal. Landed last night, 10 p.m. Hung out in the hotel with Arnold, Rafic, and Arsen. Bright and early now, just checking out the beautiful city of Lisbon, and then meeting the gang at 10 a.m. at the lobby, heading to judge a competition at Undandy HQ, and then lunch at the hotel, a couple other things throughout the day, a little bit of touring, and then tonight meeting the ambassador of Portugal with the rabbi of Lisbon, Nathan Paris, which in and of itself is an amazing story for another time. Let's check out the city. The weather here is absolute perfection. It's like 65 degrees. Perfect. Not cold, not hot. What's up, dude? Loving the city off the bat. Two things I need to mention. First of all, I'm back to using my camera, not because the DJI Osmo Pocket is not epic. It is. The reason is because when I watched the footage over last night, the audio is decent, but nothing near as good as the audio here with this fancy mic I got up top. So I gotta get an external mic for the DJI Osmo. I'll probably use it for some B-roll, just kind of, I guess, showing you the city, but speaking into the mic, it's not great. So that's as far as that's concerned. Second of all, my boy Arnold Aranez launched a Kickstarter last month for a custom-made computer/accessory bag made out of high-end kangaroo leather, seriously, and he literally made 2 prototypes, and he brought me one of them. Booyah! This is it. This is it. And it's a strap on the back, so it's like a, the name of the brand is Talon, or Talon, I guess Talon, and it feels great, and it looks great, and there's like endless compartments inside, no zippers, all magnets. Just a really, really awesome bag. So I'm using it today, and it's significantly more comfortable than a knapsack, which is what I was going to use. Anyway, it's like 9:15, 9:20 a.m. We're going to be meeting the gang at 10 a.m. So we have 40 minutes to just stroll and check out this place, which is just stunning. Looking forward to this day. A lot of things going on. Pumped.
You gotta feel it. Yeah, you gotta move along. Take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby. So take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey. Come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway and the beat up. Wow.
These, what would you call these things? These pastries that are like a big part of the culture here.
Heaven in your mouth.
And look at this line. Look at this freaking line over here. These guys are all here to eat these pastries. How were they,
Those
man?
Those pastries were beautiful. Bellissimo. Oh, so good.
Makes me want to cry. Not kosher and carbs, so what am I going to do? But I'll take their word for it. They look like they were enjoying it. But look at this line. My God. Set up an incredible, beautiful lunch for us. Check this out.
No, so I was trying to play
from a conceptual standpoint, with half of the store being literally where you design your own, start from a blank canvas, any kind of model or shoe, leather, finishing you can think of, that will link into the traditional side of the handcrafted materials through tech. Somewhere in between there should be a couple of iPads here where you can actually do the transition from the tech side and the customizer version of the brand to actually a more traditional side, which is handcrafted, with where you can touch and feel the leathers and you can see all the materials coming to life. So that's pretty much the concept behind the store.
Love it. Oh man, these shoes are smoking. Those are mine, right?
Those are yours, correct.
I said we got what you need, honey. Come and groove along.
So very much the symbol that you see outside is international symbol for leather. The one in the middle kind of represents from an industrial standpoint fabric. And the square shape here is the symbol, international symbol for other materials. The whole idea behind Undandy was to bring customization to life, where people could express any kind of fabric, shapes, materials. And we thought, you know what best way to incorporate that in our logo, in a way to bring all fabrics to life, all sorts of life, being all-inclusive, basically, is what our brand is about.
Amazing. I'm about to get a sneak peek into the new Undandy packaging, the new box. And we just finished a employee competition talking about the best customer service stories of the month. And can I say what the award is?
Yes.
The award for the best customer service story, double the salary this month. Wow. Double. Incredible. Check out the new packaging. This is the old packaging.
Old packaging?
Yep.
So new packaging. Okay, this one's already open, but as you open, the yellow will be seen on the inside of the box.
Ooh.
Feel that.
Ooh.
Touch that, baby.
Oh, wow. Amazing, dude. Unbelievable.
So we're going from that to this, and the logo is actually hand cut
out
here.
Oh, it's so hot.
And just small details. There are no round corners. It's all done in a completely symmetrical way. Just touch it and feel it. And like we're going from that to this.
Freaking believable. No, it's really oh my god, that is so nice. Hey, employees of Undandy, how was that?
Amazing.
Yeah, a little energy in the room, please. Loved it, love it.
Just to actually give you an idea of how nonsensical this is from a business perspective, this box costs more than this, but more than that, it's slightly larger, which will allow for the shoes to be more accommodated. But actually what it means, it's more money in shipping because it's by...
Right. Volume, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this will accommodate the shoes better.
Period. That's all that you care
End
about.
of conversation.
Yep.
There's no more to talk.
Freaking amazing, man. So much.
So we're going here.
Super hot. The balcony, the Undandy balcony. What the heck, dude? Unbelievable. We're about to go droning on top of Lisbon. The new DJI Mavic 2 Pro with the Hasselblad camera. Look at this.
Rolling on that highway, ease up. Wow! Come on, and move along. Come on. Said that.
Around, I would say now, 4 months ago? I don't even know when the first time I encountered Undandy was. Let's call it 4 months ago. I'm doing what I do. I'm on my Facebook feed, and I come across an ad. Now, the fact that I noticed the ad, like in and of itself, right there is a miracle. I get targeted and hyper-targeted on Facebook and on all social platforms because of how active I am, and I'm blind to these ads. I don't see them even. The fact that I even noticed it, in and of itself, right there, is something extraordinary. But I noticed these shoes, and they were jumping out at me. I'm like, dude, those things are smoking. So I then did what I do naturally next, and I looked up this company that was called Undandy. I looked them up on Twitter, and I saw immediately this company, not only do they make hot shoes, but they're super duper engaging on Twitter, answering every single tweet and with jokes and puns and gifs and just super friendly. Like, you know, friendly is the best way to describe it. And I was like, all right, I love these guys. Like, off the bat, I don't even know anything about them. I love their shoes and I love that they're engaging. So I sent you guys a message. Bottom line, long story short, 4 months later, here I am at your HQ in Lisbon, and we just finished a meeting. And I'm gonna shut up in a second because I'm not here to talk. I want you to talk. But we just finished a meeting that might be the only business meeting I've ever had in my life that I was actually, like, literally getting emotional in. Like, I had tears in my eyes. What was this meeting? This meeting, as I said before, was the best customer service stories of the month, and the winner gets their salary doubled. And I'm telling you the truth. I know that every judge of every competition says this, but I literally could not decide because every single one of these stories was outrageous. But the one that won,
Felicity Blades,
won in my opinion, because of one simple factor. She engaged with a customer for a full year before that customer converted and bought shoes. For a year, she was chatting with them and joking with them on almost a daily basis without them buying a single shoe. And every other CEO, every other would say, leave this, just stop, enough. They're not converting. A year, and then they ended up becoming a customer. So she won, but every single one of the stories was amazing. I'm gonna shut up now. Who are you? What's your name?
So, hi guys, my name is Rafic. I'm the founder and CEO of Undandy.
All right, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now.
Yes.
What is Undandy?
What is Undandy? Well, you could have a simple answer to that, which
No, I don't
is
want a
we're
simple answer. What is
direct-to-customer, customizable shoe brand that offers the ability for their customers to design their own shoe, express themselves. But I actually think Undandy is way more than that. Undandy is creating a brand, it's creating a lifestyle, it's creating a community of people who love what we love, who believe in what we believe, and want to somehow be a part of it.
So here's the problem. You know what the problem is? Us marketers, we ruin everything. Because when you said those things, people might be watching, this guy's talking all, brand. But with you, with Undandy, this is actually a reality. Like, people are emotional about Undandy. And if you look at my Twitter right now, literally in the last 5 minutes, you'll see countless tweets of people saying, I'm gonna read you the last tweet, literally in real time right now. This just came in a second ago. It feels, read this, read it, you read it. It feels.
Okay, I've been on Eddie Shoes Adventure through your Twitter these last months. Now I think I might have to order a pair for myself.
That's the last tweet, and the tweets just keep going. People who are like, this is a journey, I'm feeling the emotion, I need to buy these shoes, right? And that's what you've created here. Everybody else talks about brand. Again, we market, we ruin all these words, but with you, it's not words. I mean, these stories were just, he yelled at an employee just now. Yelled at her because she didn't get on a plane, not in a bad way, in a good way, because she didn't get on a plane to Australia to hand deliver a pair of shoes to a customer that was momentarily unsatisfied. And when there was any doubt in the room whether he meant it, he emphasized and re-emphasized, I mean it. Get on the damn plane. Like, literally, you mean it.
Yeah, I do mean it, because let me tell you a story when I was growing up. So I was born into retail. My parents owned a small perfumery shop, not far from here actually, where, as me being of Indian descent, as all Indian families that migrate do, you work in your family shop. And I remember when I was 10, when I was 11, when I was 12, because our store wasn't known at the time, so big brands like Christian Dior wouldn't sell to us. We sold smaller brands and eventually grew into a larger company, but we sold smaller brands, and we didn't have Christian Dior specifically. So every time a client would come in and buy one Christian Dior, my mom would go, run, and I would literally run my ass off, 10, 11 years old, to the next perfumery on the other side of the street, buy Christian Dior from them, bring it so we could sell it to our customers at a loss.
At a loss.
At a loss. So this is, for me, is not a business thing. It's just, I grew up like this. It's a service mentality.
Hey Arsen, chuck me a pair of two of those shoes over there, the cooler ones. I mean, they're all unbelievably cool. Just chuck them over here. I mean, just, look at this. This fully custom. You choose the color. You choose the spikes. Everything about this is custom. From this thing is custom. The holes are custom. The design is custom. This is everything. This thing, custom. Everything custom. Your name engraved here. I'm wearing shoes right now. Custom. Everything about this shoe is custom. And that, I don't think anybody mentioned this till now, but I find this actually very much aligned, because your product is
unique.
It's unique, but your product
person.
is, there you go. The person's in the center. And that manifests itself not only in the product, that manifests itself in your marketing and your branding and your communication. I mean, you go to his Twitter and you'll see Rafic is talking to people on Twitter, the CEO of the company. And this is, by the way, this is a big company. We're not talking about a small little. No, you're scaling. You're succeeding.
Yeah.
You have customers around the world.
Yeah, we've sold to over 140 countries by now.
Okay, so you're not like a early stage startup here, right? And yet you're spending the time, you personally, thanking every single person for their trust. Really
I try to. I may fail sometimes at that. I'm not able to get every single tweet by now, or every single Facebook comment, because we're talking about hundreds and thousands of comments per day. Yeah. It used to be me alone answering every single comment, talking to every single customer. Now, fortunately, there's a team of 12 people doing this. Yeah. But yeah, it started off with me literally commenting every single person on Facebook and checking their Instagram, and so.
You know what's amazing about this? In every possible way, what you have here is a successful company that's generating real revenue, real sales, and scaling, but behaving like a lean startup. You're behaving like a startup. You are, because
we are a startup.
Testing. But you're, of course, you're a startup, but you're acting like you're a startup in the early. You're testing everything. You're not making any assumptions. You're listening to every single good and bad, customer feedback. You're going to extreme measures. Like I said, this was one story, a year of communication. The other stories here, a guy calls and says, I need a pair of shoes, and they send him the shoes. He's like, no, the blue is too light. I want it to be darker. He ordered the shoes. Just to be clear, Any normal company would be like, dude, you ordered these, like, leave us alone. Now, here's the catch. The blue that he wanted doesn't exist. You don't have that blue. So again, a normal company would be like, dude, sorry, we don't have that blue. Like, you want like I don't know what, a coupon? You can go, we don't have it. What do you guys do? You're like, we'll make it. You went to the factory, you literally searched for extra leather in that blue and you made him the freaking custom shoes just for him, one off.
Yeah.
I mean, this, again, just one story. So, on my Facebook, people are like, well, is that scalable? Does it convert? Or, what happens if people take advantage? These are all legitimate questions. But when I answered them, and you'll see when you get back to Facebook later, you'll see what I answered is, that's not the way Rafic thinks. He doesn't think like that. I wrote caring trumps, I think trumps is a bad word today. Caring wins or beats revenue. And so someone said, well, it doesn't caring create revenue? I said, in the long run. In the short run, yeah, you're gonna bleed. You're gonna bleed for it. In the long run, Zappos is the obvious example. Can I say the Z word?
Yeah, Zappos is the obvious
example,
yeah.
But there's a million examples, not in the shoe world. There's just a million examples. You care. But like, you really care. Not you pretend care. You actually really care.
It's the only way, especially because you said marketeers tend to overuse and abuse certain words and expressions, but it's the actual care.
Right.
Again, I will always go back to my childhood. It's actually running from one store to the other because I was young and I could do it. It's like run, go get the perfume, go sell it. We actually sold it at a loss. Right. We literally went to buy it and sell it. That company scaled to 10 million in revenue in 10 years.
Love it.
And it was just based off of that, of actual caring and repeat. So our business is repeat business. We're not here to get a customer one shot.
Right.
We want to build a relationship with the customer. We want him to be with us for a lifetime. And people call it lifetime value. It's literally the lifetime. We want to be their partner for life.
I don't know if his like genuine, how strongly he feels about this is coming off on camera, but like, just to name one more example, one of the other stories was that a guy was getting married, he ordered a pair of shoes, and it's a long story, the shoes that he ordered, he got there, but then when it didn't come on time, they offered him another pair of shoes, and that second pair didn't come on time for his wedding. Remember, that was not his original order, so this was already above and beyond, but that second pair didn't get there for the wedding. But meanwhile, they compensated and overcompensated, and the customer left super duper happy. And when this employee finished his presentation, we were all like clapping it up, we were like, good going, and Rafic's like, bro, I'm really frustrated. I'm like really upset that second pair didn't get to him for his wedding. And everyone's like, yeah, but he's super, this is not ordinary. This is not the way ordinary CEOs think. Like, you actually care, like, really deeply. And that, to me, like I said, I was getting emotional. It's incredible. But, I just want to say one thing, like, because I know that there's going to be one cynical person watching this who's going to say to me, like, all right, how much is he paying you to say these things? He didn't know about this interview. He didn't pay me a dime ever. Full disclosure, he's giving me shoes. Like, he has given me shoes, and I want to say that it's important to be transparent, right? But, he never said, here are a pair of shoes, go talk about me. He didn't even let those words out of his mouth. The reason that I'm doing this and everything that I do, because, on Twitter, on Facebook, is because I am deeply, but like, I cannot emphasize that word enough, deeply passionate about your mission. What you're doing here, I don't care about the shoes. Shoes are super hot. I don't care about it. I don't care. I literally, like, on the scale, of the spectrum of what I care about as far as Undandy as a brand, the shoes are like the bottom 20% of the scale. It's your caring, it's your communication, it's your mission, it's your vision, it's everything.
Hillel, really thank you for those words. And then this is coming not rehearsed, like I genuinely feel thankful. I am not sure I'm doing the right thing. This is what I believe in. I do believe that if we do this right, eventually customer acquisition cost and conversion rate, it will all add up because it's people in the end. If it's internet or if it's retail, it's people on the other end of that. But I'm not holder of the truth. If I were like, if this was $1 billion company, I could say, oh, I've totally successfully built this. We're still trying to build a company. We're still struggling with a lot of stuff. We're still getting a lot of orders wrong, as you saw.
Right.
We're still getting a lot of stuff wrong. I don't know if this is the right solution. Maybe there is a better way to approach it. I believe this is what ultimately will win.
I'll say with humility, I know it's the right solution. Not because I built a $1 billion company, because I know it in my gut. This thing will absolutely scale. This thing's gonna. I said to you before, on the side, I was like, if you can sustain this as you scale, every shoe company on earth needs to be very concerned. I'm telling you, like, again, Twitter and Facebook and all these things, this is just a manifestation or an illustration of a reflection of what people think of you. But like, people are emotional about their shoes, dude. You made people emotional. Like, that's it. That's game over. Like, I talk about a ruler, right, or a straw. That's a utility in my life. I don't care about a ruler. I have no emotion, right? People that have brands that people care about, by the way, and this is a really important point, even if they have negative sentiment, but they're emotional, those are the brands that win. Now, your job is not your job, but a marketer's job is to take the negative and turn it to positive. In your case, though, the emotion is so strong and it's so positive. And even in many instances mentioned today, many of those stories had the potential to be super negative.
Disastrous, yeah.
Disastrous.
Or them to be
And they
disastrous.
turned not into neutral. They turned into mega promoters and ambassadors of Undandy. And that's a result of caring. And that converts. That's it.
I don't know what KPI people are measured by. The one I'm more focused on is our repurchase rate. And that sits at 70%.
That's insane.
70% of our customers buys again. It's still 30% short of what it should be.
You sound like my dad. I got a 98. He's like, where are the other 2 points?
No, it's still 30% short. Because we should be in a business where every single consumer is pleased with our product. And I know that's not theoretically possible. I mean, this kind of sounds like a marketing spiel. I mean, there are other companies that do great products, amazing products. I mean, even I wear some products from other companies. But I believe in what we do. I believe we can satisfy our consumers. And we should do our best. And sometimes we may fail, but we should do our best at the very least to try and get that right.
All right, I have one last question to wrap it up because we're at 14 minutes, and my editor tells me if I go over 10 minutes, then I'm dead. So I'm basically dead. But as you can tell, I can't stop. So let me ask you one question, 2 questions. A, what would you say are yours / Undandy's main challenges right now? And 2, second question to answer is someone's watching this and they could be a strategic partnership. They could be, I don't know, a customer, a journalist is watching. Anybody who wants to get in touch with you, what's the best way to get in touch with you? Answer the second question first because that's easy. What's the best way to get in touch with Rafic, CEO of Undandy?
Just find me on Instagram, on Twitter. It's me answering directly. So just
What's your Twitter and Instagram?
Rafic Daud.
Rafic Daud.
Yeah.
All right, and I mean,
that's
just
easy.
find him there. But if you want to send him an email, you can shoot me an email. I'll forward it to him unless you want to get your email address.
Or you can have my email address, Rafic@undandy.com.
Beautiful, easy. Okay, now, real quick, and we have 30 seconds, because that's 15 minutes. I just decided 15 minutes is a good cutoff point. What are your challenges?
Oh, we have many. We need to perfect our made-to-order business model because we're basically doing shoes one by one at scale. We need to perfect the industry side. We need to decide how aggressive do we want to be at our growth. Do we want to go? We are not VC funded. We haven't raised any capital to date. Do we want to go hard aggressive, or do we want to actually build this on a more organic or sustainable way?
Yeah.
Can we find the right people? That is an insane challenge. Can we find the right people? Can we develop product iterations on time to satisfy customers and keep up with competition? Can we create content that's engaging? Can we improve our experience? There's like a zillion challenges.
Dude.
I could go on and on.
I'm gonna say it right now, but you know this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Anything that I can do to help on any of those fronts, like I'm there. Literally, I'm telling you, dude, I've worked with hundreds of companies. This is something I've never seen before on so many levels. In love with this company, in love with this brand. Amazing leadership by you and the whole team. Just really remarkable. Just keep it up. This is gonna be a long-lasting relationship, I'm sure of it. Thank you so much for your time, man, and for everything, dude. You've been amazing. Keep it up, dude. Thanks.
Gotta feel it, feel it, feel it, feel you gotta feel it, feel it, feel it, feel you gotta feel it. On the roadway, gotta move along. Baby, gotta move along.
Made it back to the hotel room. Today was outrageous. Truly an awesome day. Tomorrow's more chill, and tomorrow night, back to Israel. See you tomorrow.